Hello. Hello, everybody. Welcome in. Vulcan Tomb, good to see you. Just resting from grinding materials and ZZZ to be ready for S-Rank Billy. I have also been, well, I haven't been grinding exactly, but I've been working towards the materials. I'm not sure exactly what all I need, but I'm assuming he needs one of these guys, right? Is he gonna use Yeshuan's stuff or somebody else? I don't know. Either way, I'll get his materials. But yeah. Yep, Yeshuan. Good. Then those are the ones that I needed. Cool. Well, I'm glad you guys are here, because we are finishing this patch today, I think. Unless it ends up being longer than I expect. But what's up, Roxas? Welcome in. Hope you're doing good. I'm not doing too bad. I just finished the dinner I made. Made my shrimp bisque and garlic bread. The classic. How were your guys' weekends? Anybody do anything fun?
Hey! Why do you keep staring at me? I'm warning you. Don't get any ideas. I'm not the kid who ran crying all those years ago anymore.
Still waiting for S. Billy so much. Yeah, I mean it'll be good to finally have like a decent physical attack type again. I feel like my physical team is not good. It's basically just Shungus right now, right? Went out for dinner for my younger sis graduation. Decent weekend for Vulcan. Good. Congrats to your sister for graduating. That's cool. He's physical rupture. Right. Yo, what's up, Cho? Welcome in. I'm doing alright. Hope you can say the same. Hope you had a good weekend as well.
I've got friends now. Proxy's as strong as Phaethon, the second in command of the Cunning Hares. And I'm now a specialist for public security. I even got a big shot boss who, really values me, I think.
I'm kind of surprised Billy's considered second in command of the Cunning Hares. I mean, I guess it's probably because he was there longer, but like, you would think Anby would be the one second in command, because she's like the one who's actually like tactical and knows how to get shit done.
I'm not scared of you anymore.
But maybe that's why Nicole made Billy second in command, because she's like, Billy will give me back power if for some reason he needs to be the one in charge for a little bit, but Anby maybe wouldn't.
Guys, you good? Is everything okay?
Oh, we're good. What could possibly be wrong? It's just she... Hurry! Stop staring at me.
Did you do anything fun for your weekend? Went out of town for mine, so tired, but overall good weekend. Bro, I feel you on that, because I'm... Coming up, I've got a number of things that I'm going to have to do out of town, different, like, cons and stuff, and I'm going to have a really busy month, I think 2 months from now. Next month, maybe a little busy. I didn't do anything particularly crazy. My girlfriend came to town, because she lives about an hour away, and we went climbing, just watched movies, and went out to eat and all that kind of stuff. So, it was good. Managed to do a V4. So that was cool. Have fun at the cons. I'm hoping to have fun at the cons. It's because the only con I've been to so far as a guest was very, very strange. Not very indicative of how a regular con is supposed to go. So these will be kind of the real tests. But I'm sure I'll have fun. What's up, Thighs? Welcome in. We're discussing our weekends. How was your weekend? Hope you had a good one.
Sorry. I was just reminded of something from the past.
Yo, what's up, Rage? Welcome in. Hope you had a good weekend. Hope you did something fun or got some relaxation, some rest. Whatever you needed, I hope you got it. Promea looks up, gazing into the distance. The same kind of stars, the same kind of night. Her thoughts drift back to the day they first met.
All clear.
No, wait! This ring's straight up plastic! We fought her for nothing!
Just two left.
Let's leave. If we don't get out of here before the sweepers are back, we're done for!
Not my target. Found you. You're the last ones.
No! Don't come any closer!
Didn't get to pet the little snake.
It's, she kind of reminds me of, when Carnage was a good guy in Marvel for a little bit. And, like, there's a lady who's getting beat up by her pimp. And Carnage comes down and, like, cuts the guy in half. And he's like, "Don't worry, I've saved you." And the woman's like, "Jesus fucking Christ." Had a rough weekend, especially Saturday. Had to deal with a young motorcycle gang who almost crashed into my car, and had to deal with a rude parking attendant who kicked me out despite I was doing deliveries. Damn. That sucks, man. That is a rough start. That is a rough weekend. That's like the kind of shit that happens to Kiryu in Yakuza games. You just, you gotta learn some heat moves, so next time they're fucking with you, you can, you know, flip one on their head and kick them down the street. Her thoughts drift back to the present. Promea looks at Cecilia again, who maintains her false bravado.
The past? What do you mean by the past?
It's nothing. You really are a little different now.
Huh? Yeah, right? Exactly. Great that you get it. Then, at least for now, for the next few days, stop staring at me like that. You're making the scales on my tail stand up.
Can you do one of Ben's voice lines? Sure. What's up, Karma? Welcome in. Hope you had a good weekend. That's kind of what we've been discussing. You know, the go-to line I'll usually give is the "time for some hard labor." But if you want something more specific, let me know. Weekend was chill. Tried to catch up with Zenless story. Couldn't. LOL. Lost Promea 50-50. Damn. That's a bummer. I get you though. If I wasn't playing the story of Zenless on stream, I feel like I'd have a hard time catching up. What's up, NSM? Welcome in. Good to see you. How'd your weekend go? Hope you had a good one. Promea turns her gaze back to the crackling fire and doesn't respond. Cecilia presses her lips together and moves a little closer to the fire. Somehow, it feels like something between them has subtly changed.
Bernice, I'm out of nitro fuel. Can you help me get a few more?
Turn to the local alcoholic for some help.
Bro, this new look of yours.
So what do you think? Don't I shine like starlight?
Yeah, you sure do. An enemy could probably spot you from a mile away.
Lighter. You just don't get it. Look at these smooth lines, this powerful armor, and this brand new red scarf. A companion of justice has to show up in style.
I mean, this coming from the guy who's wearing a leopard print leather jacket with pretty much the same scarf. Yo, what's up, David? Welcome in. How was your weekend? Hope it was alright.
When I
At
first
least.
heard you'd activated your ultimate form, I thought maybe the undefeated first champion, or maybe that so-called Caledon Reaper people love exaggerating about was back.
Sick on Saturday. Damn. Well, glad you're feeling better now. That's always a bummer to be sick on a weekend.
Hold on. The first champion and the Caledon Reaper? So the legendary figure behind all those wild rumors Cecilia mentioned before was Billy the whole time?
Well, okay, maybe. Perhaps.
Honestly, it's the best time to be sick.
Rumors about me are a little very exaggerated.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could see that. If it's like, be sick at home or be sick at work, you know, that's understandable. I just hate having my free time cut into by sickness.
After all, the Caledon Reaper disappeared long before the famed first champion made his grand debut. Isn't that right? As for when the rather ironic story of the undefeated champion beat the Caledon Reaper started circulating, well, some versions even claim to know how many rounds they fought and what finishing move ended it. At that point, it's pure fiction.
The lighter aura farming, I should have been that rail. You know, Thighs, you gotta try to live your dreams. I believe in you. One day you'll find someone who's willing to cosplay as lighter and use you as a railing.
So the silent, ruthless Reaper and the red scarf-wearing champion who always sought out the toughest opponents were both Billy? No wonder Lighter thought Billy had reverted to that, more intimidating form.
Billy, I think Big Daddy might still have the old maintenance blueprints he used for you. With your current resolve and your original form, you'd probably be even stronger than before. It'll also suit this place and its survival of the fittest mindset better. That's the version of you most people remember.
Billy falls silent for a moment.
Yeah, you're right, later. But that's not who I want to be anymore. That road only leads back to the old Billy. The one who just followed orders, reeking of oil, fear, and blood. A weapon. But now, on this
One
brand
day.
new road toward the future, it's time for Starlight Knight Billy to make his debut.
So, you're killing the ghost of your past with a new identity. Yeah, that sounds like you.
Yeah, it sounds like you. Because you've already done that 3 times now.
Oh, that's it! That line sounded so awesome! See? You really get me.
How do you
Next time you come
feel
up with something that
being a
cool,
VA
say
for
it earlier.
ZZZ? I mean, I'm very grateful to have gotten the opportunity. You know, Ben is such a fun character to play. Every time I go into those sessions, they're super fun. You know, it's also nice to be part of something that I know is gonna like keep going on forever, basically. You know. I'm also glad it's Zenless and not Genshin, because as much as Genshin is more popular and everything, I think I really would have a much worse time playing Genshin on stream. I honestly think this kind of works about character progression and Soldier Anby being forced back into her past multiple times, like he's equally as powerful. Yeah, I mean, I'm obviously not all the way through this part, but I don't think this is a bad way to take Billy's character.
Oh, and check this out. My new ultimate attack pose. Starlight Billy. Ultimate Shining Impact. Hi-ya!
Though also, now that I'm looking at it, there's no way that leather vest jacket thing he's got would actually, like, zip up. Yeah, because there was a lot of backlash between VAs like Hu Tao, one of my favorite DPS, in opinion. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Genshin's just always got some kind of drama going because so many people in so many different countries care about it, you know? Genshin is like ESO, it's huge. Yeah, I mean, that's the other thing is, like, if I wanted to start playing Genshin on stream, it would literally be like 2 years of nothing but Genshin streams. Watching Billy immediately strike another dramatic pose, Lighter smiles helplessly. For a fleeting moment near the edge where light meets shadow, another figure seems to appear, a dark silhouette with a red scarf, its outline blurred. It raises a hand in a quiet gesture of acknowledgement, then fades away, vanishing without a word. Yay.
We've got more investigating to do tomorrow. Better get some rest tonight.
Head back to your room on the lower level and rest. Oh, I guess we're spending the night out here. I mean, Rose Califer drama is big, but I think this quest quelled it. I mean, I don't know. I mean, like, I haven't really seen any of the drama for Rose Califer, but also I'm not, you know, following it that closely. I feel like usually the Genshin drama I know about, because it's so big, it spills out into regular parts of the internet where people are like, this new area is racist, or this VA is problematic, or, you know, whatever. And I'm like, I don't know. There's always just something happening with Genshin. ZZZ just feels more F2P since I never spent money and I have all 3 Angels of Delusions characters. Yeah, I mean, I think that's what people have been kind of saying is Zenless is probably the most free-to-play friendly option so far. Loving Common Rider Billy. Hell yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty sick upgrade. I do wish he used his pistols a little more in this form, but I'm not mad about it. I mean, anyone who plays this quest should feel comfortable with Rose Califer. I mean, why would they... I don't see what the drama is about Rose Califer anyway. Is it just like people just don't like the idea of it because it's not as gritty urban style or whatever? The aesthetic. Eh. That's not even really what I'm talking about when I say drama, because, like,
Am I?
it's, you know, that's just people being picky and
Belle, are you here?
wienery, as always. But the stuff that Genshin deals with is always, like, you know, about cultural appropriation or things like that. Which is a much bigger deal, I think. Yeah, no, regarding substance compared to Natlan. Head to the dream's destination. Oh. Yeah, you know, I second cultural appropriation being a way bigger issue than this region being too British. I mean, that's the other thing is, like, you know, London is one of the biggest cities in the world. Something can be British and still urban. It's just a different type of urban.
That's... teacher?
And, like, people are also complaining about something they haven't seen yet, really, you know?
Your dream shouldn't be like this. Wake up. If you don't wake up now, you never will.
I'm at work just saying hi, have a good stream. Cool. Thanks for dropping by, Boot Hill. You know, have a good shift at work. I hope it's a smooth and easy one for you. I'm joking, but they don't like the fantasy. I mean, I'm gonna reserve judgment for it until I've actually, like, seen it in the game, you know? Like, I think that's the biggest thing with gacha players in a lot of cases is, like, they get so focused on shit that's coming up and they feel like they need to have an opinion on it before they've even really seen it, you know? Like, just wait for it to come out and see. The game's free. You know, it's not like there's money on it where you have to decide if you want to pay for the new expansion or anything.
My head. Wait. What happened?
Hey, so could you give me that Wenjin back? Because I'm getting brain cancer.
When you'd have followed those memory ghosts straight onto the highway.
Romiel, why are you here? No, wait. Before that, who are you really?
Easy there, Mr. Model Citizen. If you raise your voice, you'll wake everyone up. And besides, our Q&A game works in turns, remember?
It is wild that her name is Remiel. And then she was like, how should I hide myself? I got it, Ramiel. That's like if your name was Tim and you changed it to Tom to go undercover. So have you been directed by Amber? I have. It's been a while, but she was the one who directed the first couple sessions I did when it switched over to sound cadence. It's just a biblical reference. I mean, sure, but it is also just funny in-game. It's like after Billy changed his life, he's like, my name's not Billy anymore, it's William.
Last time, the final question you asked me about your nightmare.
Name is
I
William,
allowed
name
you
self
back.
Bill.
Waking you up from your
Yeah.
dream wasn't easy, you know.
Great minds think alike. Have you met any other of the VAs like any of the Angels of Delusion? I've met some of them in person. I met Risa May, the voice of Bernice. I met Alejandro Saab, who is the voice of Anton. Who else was at that con? Voice of Miyabi. Whose name I'm blanking on. Christina V. Met her. Met the voice of Piper. Susie Young, I think is how that's pronounced. Yeah, because we were all going to be on a panel together, and then it ended up just being 3 of us by the end of it. Because Clifford Chapin, who I didn't get to meet, but was at the con for the first day, he had to leave because his wife got sick. She has diabetes, so it was like a big thing. Alejandro Saab also left the con early. And then Risa was there at the start of the Q&A, but then she and her husband had to leave to catch their flight. So then at the end, the panel was just me, Christina V, and Susie Young. And I was like, all right, small panel, but it was fun. They were all very nice when I met them. And then online, I'm friends with Chloe Eves, the voice of Corin. And then Kelsey Jaffer, the voice of Jane. And on Thursday, Kelsey and the voice of Ye Shiwen, Nicholas Andrew Louis, and I, plus that Kenny guy, we're all going to be playing Peak. So it's going to be like a ZZZ Peak session, basically. I think that's everybody from the game that I've really kind of had any interaction with. Any significant interaction, anyway. I've talked to all of them, you know, in little bits online, basically, but nothing I would consider to be like real friends at the moment. Wonder if she's directing herself or having another VA direct her. Yeah, I imagine she's having somebody else direct her. Maybe Molly, because Molly directs a lot of the ZZZ stuff. And, I mean, even if you're a director, it's always good to have somebody there who can kind of like springboard some of your stuff back to you. Not gonna lie, 3.0's VA cast is huge. Yeah, it seems like there's a lot of people in there. Ye Shuen, the character that was never playable with the goated design. I feel like he's gonna come back to be playable one of these days, because, like, it feels weird that they gave him so much stuff to do and they gave him all this importance and then just, you know, nothing. I have Yi Shuen with her ball, and my Astra Yao does 1 million. Not Shuen. Shunguang. Ye Shunguang. Yeah, my Ye Shunguang's not that strong. She's alright, but I don't feel like I have a good team for her.
So, now it's my turn to ask a question, right?
What do you want to know?
No need to be so tense. We're just chatting, like before. Let me think.
Bro, you robbed me. What do you mean?
Alright, let's start here. In your eyes, what kind of person is your teacher?
I don't know, Caucasian?
Why would you ask about her? What does she have to do with you or the W engine you stole?
Answering a question with another question is a serious foul in a Q&A game, you know.
Can't wait for the Cyberpunk collab in Wuwa. Yeah, that looks cool. I mean, I love Cyberpunk, so it'd be sick if they had one in this, but for what? For directors, in your case, is it like random or assigned to a VA like you? I'm not sure how they do it. It's probably just whose schedule fits with who best. Like, you know, because anytime they're going to do a session for me, they reach out and they're like, hey, what's your schedule look like? And I tell them the hours I'm available and the days. And then probably they're just like, Molly's the one who's on the schedule for that, you know, that day and that time, so that's who I get. I don't know. I might future farm Valina since she's in 3.0 banner, though sadly farming her element's gonna have to be when 3.0 comes out since the new element is not available. Oh, she's the one who gets wind, right? Yeah, because I was wondering about that with the new Shiyu defense or whatever, where it was like physical / wind. And I was like, wind? What? Yo, where all the Ben Biggers at? They all right here. This is the chat forum. See, thanks for the info. Yeah, no problem.
But if you really don't want to answer, I'll give you a little hint. In a game like this, the one answering can't lie, but they don't necessarily have to tell the whole truth either. So, let's get back to the question. What kind of person do you think your teacher is? A good person? a bad one?
I'd be like,
Or perhaps...
yeah, so, instead of playing this stupid question game, can you just give me the thing you stole from me? She's an anomaly, which is easy to farm, but her element... Nope, unless I cheat. Yeah. When's the S-Rank Ben coming out? We know you have the answers. Guys, S-Rank Ben is shadow dropping tomorrow. Surprise. Nobody knew, nobody could have expected, but it's tomorrow. Wasn't Wind Element in the beta or whatever, and it was with Sokaku. I played the beta. I don't remember her having the Wind Element. Although I guess I just played the second beta. I don't remember. I don't remember the rest. Ben is gonna rock Rose Califer. It would be pretty sick if they were like, all right, S-Rank Ben, because this is the British area, and he becomes Big Ben. You know, like the clock. If an S-Rank Ben comes out, I'm going to build him in honors for you. I mean, that makes two of us. If S-Rank Ben comes out, he's going to be the first S-Rank that I genuinely try to, like, max out M6. Full stats of everything I can do.
My teacher...
This pillar's now just a smaller Big Ben. That'd be pretty sick. And, and like, for his moves, instead of like, time for some hard labor, he's like, oh, time for a spot of hard labor. Gonna get 180 pull from here on out, or until S-Rank Ben comes out. Hell yeah. Yo, what's up, Neurotic? Welcome in, good to see you. Hope you had a good weekend. So Kaku had that wind-looking attack, but I guess it's like an Arctic wind. Yeah, like she was still an ice element, even though she's using that tornado thing.
Don't take too long, or you'll get penalized for it.
Instead of saying it's clobbering time, he can say it's tea time. You're confusing him with the thing again.
She's my guide. I trust her. Maybe there are still things I don't fully understand yet, but I trust in her character. I trust the path she set me on.
Oh, they're both Big Bens, so that makes sense. I mean, he is named Ben. Ben Grimm. That'd be sick, though. The thing, just like British. Instead of like, yeah, it's clobbering time. He's just like, oh, I do believe it's time to clobber.
A guide worthy of trust, huh?
The tornado thing is Sokaku
That's
alt.
a very interesting answer.
Yeah, she does it for that, and then also her special attack is kind of like that too.
Alright then. By the rules, it's my turn to answer the question you asked earlier. Who am I? My real name is Remiel. Well, I suppose most people would recognize me better by my family name.
Wise, you are blowing this. Ask her about the Wenjin. You need it.
Dan. My full name is Remiel Dan.
I wish it was reversed. And she's like, my real name is Dan Remiel.
No, that's impossible. That name belongs to someone from over 100 years ago.
I gotta be honest, it's super distracting talking to her with this, like, giant groundhog thing in the background. Like... And she's just like, here's my secret identity. And there's just some big-ass dude back there being like, yeah.
I knew you'd react like that. After all, that name probably only exists in history books for you, doesn't it? Lieutenant Colonel of the Guard of Staves, and one of the first generation Void Hunters.
But How can that be?
It's not completely impossible, you know. Time tends to be a little kinder to a person like me.
Yeah, but what do you mean by a person like you?
But if you still think I'm lying, well, even though you haven't asked yet, I'll give you one more answer for free. Something I'm sure you're dying to know.
A familiar voice calls out from the distance, followed by hurried, uneven footsteps. Your thoughts grow even more muddled. Hearing the call, Remiel turns her head slightly. There's a trace of weary amusement in her eyes at the interruption, yet it feels almost as if she had already anticipated everything.
Our game time always runs out so quickly, so let's keep it short. To me,
Give me the engine.
The Force W engine is a key to the past. There's something I need it for. So I'm afraid I can't give it back to you just yet. Sorry.
She truly is Remy the Rat. I haven't been on ZZZ for some time. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you. Prior to like 3 patches ago, it was really a slog. Like 2.0 to 2.6 or something. Just straight up grueling.
But I promise you this. When everything is finally settled, if you still need it, I'll place it in your hands myself.
No one in the last century decided to name their child Ramiel Dayan in the world of ZZZ. I guess naming people after celebrities is an unspoken forbidden rule. It kind of seems like everybody in this world is supposed to just have a unique name, because I don't think we've seen anybody who has, like, a repeated name. Even though in real life, there would be like 5 people in the story who are named like Jacob. Or Josh or John or something like that. Caught 2 Pokemon in a row. Hell yeah. You're a regular-ish Ketchum over here.
And, though you might not have realized it yet, just like those phantoms in your dreams, you're chasing after something you might never actually find.
As much as I like Ye Xingguang, that chapter was way too long. Yeah, that shit was egregious. Like, I remember, I think I played that on stream for like 4 different streams, because it was so long. And I imagine that's why some of these newer ones have been a lot shorter, because they heard the feedback and were like, alright, let's just shorten it up. Which I think is a good idea. Did Ben have to be named Ben Bigger because Ben Biggest was already taken? Well, you see, it's a way of always making sure that he is the biggest. For if somebody calls themselves the biggest, that seems like it would be the end of things, right? Unless somebody else comes by and says, well, I'm bigger. Which means inherently that person then becomes the biggest. Because if they're bigger than the biggest person, then obviously they can lay claim to that title. By naming himself Ben Bigger, he will always be bigger than the biggest person. Therefore, he will always be the largest. It's big brain accounting. 2.0 era was a drag. Like, I like some characters, but it's painfully dragged on way too long. The only patch I would say that are better paced and actually good were 2.2, 6, 7, and 8. Yeah, like, it's not a surprise that the better paced ones are pretty much all at the end of the season.
In that sense, you and I might not be enemies after all.
I don't understand. And what exactly do you intend to do with that W engine?
She's gonna go commit, like, an act of terrorism and then give me the evidence to be like, alright, there you go, you got it. And then the cops will come to me and be like, what are you doing with that?
Greedy, aren't you? That's a whole new question. Let's save it for next time, shall we? Look, that adorable little snake is already on her way over.
Before she can finish speaking, a figure rushes in like a whirlwind, tail stiff and upright and alert.
You bad lady! Stay away from us! Lies! Are you okay? Did she hurt you? Lady? I'm warning you. Stay away from my lifetime meal ticket! I'm a pub sex specialist, you know. I've got a bright future ahead of me. Cross me, and you're making an enemy of all public security.
You know what I realized the other day? When Cecilia is talking and, like, kind of afraid, she sounds like Butters from South Park. Like, when you pick her for your team and she goes, "I feel someone's peepers on me, Chalky." I'm like, dude, that just sounds like Butters. Yes, Karma, as David says, Cecilia is playable, and I agree, she is very fun. She's probably she might be my favorite character from Season 2, because, yeah, just her voice actress absolutely kills it. She's super funny to listen to.
And if I get hurt, Demon Lord, the Commissioner will mobilize everyone and flatten the outer ring looking for you. You don't want a massive casualty incident like that,
She's
right?
becoming one of my faves to play. Currently my electric team is one of the only ones that I can still get 3 stars in Shiyu defense or whatever. Or not Shiyu defense. Is it Shiyu defense? Whatever it is. And I think it's in large part due to Cecilia, because I use her, Seed, and Chingy. But Cecilia's attacks are just so much faster than a lot of the others that, like, you can get some real damage done. Her VA did Snow White and Wolf Among Us. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that.
See? This sharp
It's been a
little
long
snake
time
can
since I
always
played that.
find you with uncanny accuracy. She seems particularly concerned about you.
Fucking eyelashes.
Don't worry, Cecilia. She doesn't appear to mean us harm. At least not at the moment.
The spirit, at least. The spirit, at least. Oh, because she's a 1.x character in Spirit. I see. Yeah, I mean, they're all Zenless characters. It's just, you know, the way they decided to lean for Season 2, where everything was all mystical. Aaron did the voice.
At least not for the moment, huh? What a cautious way to put it.
And do you remember the skin for Vivian? She gets like a different dress, right? The summer one. Oh, okay, yeah. What about it? Half the characters weren't mystical, we still had army people. Yeah, I guess that's true. I always forget that the army stuff was part of it, because I feel like the end of 1.x was starting to go into the military stuff, so I always get them kind of mixed up.
I'd love to keep talking with you a little longer, but it sounds like the rest of your companions are about to arrive too.
Which would you guys prefer? S-Rank Ben gets his white suit with the Hawaiian shirt and his glasses, or he gets the Borat mankini thing?
I really do prefer one-on-one conversations. Handling a whole crowd at once? Just thinking about it makes me
Yo, what's up,
tired.
Tiago? Welcome in. Good to see you. Hope you've had a good weekend. 2-1. You know what? Here, I'll make it a poll. I'll make it a poll for you guys. Which would you rather have for S rank Ben? White suit, Hawaiian shirt. Damn. I have to shorten it up. Won't let me write very much on these responses. There we go. We'll do a 2-minute poll on that one. Alright, you can vote now for which one you'd rather have. And I will write to Mr. John Mihoyo and tell him what you're all looking for. My friend at that time spent $80 to $100 for it because they liked the characters so much, even though the character's kind of bad. Damn. That's the kind of stuff that I'm like, I just don't have the frame of reference in my mind for that. Because if I'm like, okay, I could spend $80 for a character's skin, or I could spend $80 and get at least one brand new video game, but probably like 4 or 5, you know? Like, I just can't do it. I finished Gurren Lagann recently, and I thought it was super good. Have you ever seen it? Yeah, I have seen Gurren Lagann, and it is pretty sick. I just watched the original series, though. I haven't seen any of the, like, movies or, you know, OVAs or anything like that. But yeah, Gurren Lagann's sick. Row, fight the power. I mean, if you like the character and don't give a shit about metas, then it's okay. Yeah, I mean that's fine. Like, I do enjoy using characters who are suboptimal, but use that money for like groceries or like an arcade or something. Yeah, it's tough for me to want to spend money on skins for characters in general because it doesn't change the amount of fun I have with that character. You know. But I do like having different skin options for characters. Like, I liked when I played Overwatch. I liked getting new legendary skins and stuff like that. But I never felt like, oh, I need to spend real money in case I don't get this skin. Because, like, in the end, Reinhardt still plays the same, whether he's in his default skin or something else. The people have spoken. White Suit Ben appears to be the winner. I'm surprised there weren't more votes for the Mankini, honestly. I thought you guys would have loved that one. Like, I mean, I still use Caesar despite she's not meta.
I suppose
Yeah,
this is goodbye
exactly.
for now. Let's save the topic about your teacher for the next time we meet.
Wait, Remiel. Don't leave just yet.
Remiel quietly takes a few steps back, her figure slipping into the night and vanishing without a trace. How, though?
Huh?
I picked 2.
Void hunter, that
Alright.
woman? Oh,
Then the
come
vote
on.
at the end stands at
Surveyor
3 to 5
Bear
instead of 2 to
This is
5.
full of it.
Does Benry think of us as gooners? Yeah, I mean, absolutely, of course. That's, if there's one thing I've learned in my time on the internet, it's that everyone's gooning all the time. I don't care about meta. I like playing with Billy, Lighter, and Anton. They have no synergy at all, but it's fun to play with them together. Yeah, exactly. And, like, the only place where that stuff really matters is, like, Shiyu defense and that sort of stuff.
A first-generation Void Hunter is like on the same level as the original hero from Starlight Knight Chronicles. A straight-up legendary boss fight.
Tried the new combat event. The new S-Billy works well with my Pulchra and Astra. Nice. That should help. I sometimes do it for events or things like Shiyu defense. Yeah. Honestly, I'm gonna see if I can make like a double Billy team work.
But if she's telling the truth, she be? Like, over 100 or something.
I do find it funny in stuff like this where they're like, how could it be possible that someone could be that old? And it's like, I mean, you're a living robot, and like, there's people who use chi and like mystic arts shit. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if somebody was like, yeah, I'm actually 100 years old. I'd be like, oh, so you just have like some kind of power that keeps you young?
I mean, boss always says don't judge a woman's age by her looks. But come on! She doesn't look anywhere near 100. Not even close.
She looks like Griffith
Exactly, so she's just
from
bluffing,
Berserk.
trying to scare you. Proxy, don't let that bad lady trick you. Wise, did she do anything to you?
Wise, show me on the doll where she touched you.
I'm fine. She didn't try anything. Actually, she said she needed the Porceloid W engine for something important, and she'd return it afterward. Honestly, I don't see a reason for her to approach me just to lie. Same goes for the first generation Void Hunter claim. There's no clear incentive for her to make that up.
Yo, Tomb, you got the Bulbasaur for your starter? Hell yeah. That was my starter when I played my first Pokemon game, and that's part of why he's my favorite Pokemon ever since.
Right. I agree with your assessment.
Technically, my first starter was Pikachu because I was given Pokemon Yellow, and in that game you just have to use Pikachu and you don't get any fucking choice. But the first time I got to actually choose my starter, I chose Bulbasaur.
What is it, Promia? Did you think of something?
The big guy I mentioned earlier. Strictly speaking, I'm not meant to be sharing its movements with you, but given the circumstances, there's no point in withholding it now.
Promea, I feel like you'd always have hair in your mouth. She's got two hairs converging like right to her mouth.
Big guy is just a code name. Its actual designation is Anti-Void Hunter Riot Suppression Mech.
For me, I love Charmander. Question for Benry in chat, what's your favorite Pokemon game? It's been a long time since I've played a Pokemon game. At least one of the mainline ones. I've played some of the spin-offs like the Pokemon Snap they made for the Switch. But I think of all the Pokemon games I played back in the day, I think Pearl is probably my favorite. That's the one I remember the most being like, this game is, incredible, and like playing it with my friends and stuff. How are we liking Promea so far? I don't really have an opinion yet, because she seems kind of just normal at the moment. Like, just kind of mysterious, but like, I don't know. She doesn't have anything that's pushing me one way or the other at the moment. Soul Silver, because for me it has legendary Doggo Entei. It's fair. Honestly, Pokemon Diamond, but I would want to play Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. I started playing Gale of Darkness since they added it to the Switch Virtual Console thing. Ranger, Pokken, or Sun for someone more mainline. I never got into Pokken Tournament. I do love Tekken, but Pokken played so differently from Tekken that I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna like this,
A mech designed to suppress Void Hunters? But why?
And I do love the Ranger games. I don't think I ever played those. I played a little bit of Mystery Dungeon a while ago.
I don't know. At first, Topps treated it as nothing more than a classification, a metric for combat prowess. After all, no one truly intended to oppose a Void Hunter, but now it seems more likely it was never just a label. Topps's upper ranks may have known Remiel's identity long ago and made preparations in advance.
Yeah, no shit, Promea. That's like, It's like being like, the anti-mutant sentinels in Marvel. Turns out they were made to kill mutants the whole time.
Even the Hollow Champion competition may have been staged to lure her out.
I like a lot of fighters, so it just fit. Yeah, I'd be interested in trying it again now that I'm more experienced in fighting games. Because, back then it was really, like, kind of just Tekken. But now I might enjoy it. I don't know. I haven't been motivated to do much more in ZZZ other than dailies and endgame stuff. The Asian Guang story overly written and everything else hasn't been that interesting. Still love the game, but I'm falling behind quite a bit and mostly hanging with friends and doing things other than gaming. Excited for S. Billy and Orphe rerun, though, to get me back in the game. Yeah, I can't really blame you for that. It was genuinely such a slog. Honestly, you could probably skip through a decent amount of the story stuff to get to the newer patches. Like, I didn't dislike the Angels of Delusion patch. It was alright, but I also feel like if I had skipped it, I wouldn't be, like, mad that I missed out on it, you know? But yeah, I get you. If not, I use Yuzuha and Orphe. I do like Orphe. I need to find a way to use her more.
You, me, Romuald, and every other participant. We may all have been unwitting pieces on Rusty Cliff's board. Used to corner Remiel and eliminate her.
So then, if that Porceloid W engine is important to her too, then yeah, it all makes sense. Wait, what? So you're saying she might actually be a first-generation Void Hunter? The one from the Legends, who can level cities with a single strike?
Yeah, you know, she's just Goku.
It's a possibility, yes.
Dude, I never noticed that before. Cecia's, rivets, I guess you would call it, on her little, like, corset thing. They're little, like, Ouroboroses. That's cool.
I didn't bare my teeth at her, did I? And call her a bad lady? Is it too late to run for my life now? Maybe I can call for backup from public security. No, wait, no one gonna back me up. I'm so dead. What if she gets mad and turns me into some permanent outer ring roadside decoration?
See, that's the kind of delivery that really makes a character special. No, wait, no one gonna back me up.
I can picture it already. A faded Cecilia, just like those faded ethereals.
I had a lot of friends that loved the Angels of Delusions patch and say it was their favorite, but I wasn't getting the original ZZZ vibes I was hoping for. Glad I M6 Banyue because he was like the main thing keeping the game satisfying to play this whole time for me personally. Yeah, Banyue's playstyle is really fun if you like doing combo stuff. And I agree. I thought the Angels of Delusion was like a 6 or 7 on the patch scale. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't amazing, but I personally wasn't super into it, and it felt closer to the original Zenless style, but it still felt like it was not quite back to the way it was. This patch feels a lot more like old Zenless to me. This one and the last one was Cecilia.
Stop! Roxy, stop it! No, I'm picturing it too.
We need to confirm Ramiel's true objective. Now. She can't have gone far. I'll pursue.
Tracking a first-generation Void Hunter? Damn, that's sick. Count me in! So, which direction are we headed exactly?
S-Rank Billy is also funny because he's like, Proxy, I just got all these upgrades, and, you know, Nicole wrote off on it. I got all this stuff. but then he also bought himself like an entire custom motorcycle.
Excuse me, the great, not so great specialist Cecilia here might possibly maybe have a way to find her.
Cecilia, you gotta have more confidence in yourself.
Okay, just to be clear, I didn't do it on purpose. I swear I wasn't trying to offend the great first-generation Void Hunter. It's just earlier I might have possibly maybe accidentally stuck the precinct-issued tracker on her.
You attached a tracker on a first-generation Void Hunter? Cecilia, how exactly did you manage that?
Right when she was saying goodbye to you? I mean, I didn't. Chalky did. Anyway, it got stuck on her while she was distracted.
But Chalky has a bow tie. He's so polite. He wouldn't do that.
I'm serious. I didn't mean it. You guys, you all have to back me up. I had zero intention of offending her. None whatsoever. I swear.
Well done, Cecilia. Facing a first-generation Void Hunter without a trace of fear. You've proven yourself a capable, level-headed public security specialist.
Cecilia's a supremely confident egg and pudding eater, though. That is true. She's very confident in her skills at snacking, for sure. What's up, Overgamin? Welcome in. Hope you had a good weekend. And you got all the rest and or fun you wanted.
I didn't. That's not what happened. Don't twist my words. It was just an accident.
No need to panic, Cecilia. I don't think she's hostile. If she were, we'd already be done for.
Love Cecilia's attacks and voice actors. So one of my favorite Genshin characters are Lucino. I just would have designed her differently to be much more simple. I don't quite like the outfit, and I think if her theme was to be somewhat of a Western-esque salon girl / scammer from the Outer Rings, she should just have a more simple design and maybe not have a button-up on her weird bra pretending to be a button-up thing. Yeah, I do think her top is a little weird, that it's like half corset, half belly shirt, half, something or other. She does have a lot of cool details in it, but I agree it could be streamlined a little bit.
I guess that's true. I mean, she's super strong. She could probably take on a million Cecilia's solo. Oh, wait! The signal's there! I got her!
She's got kind of the same thing that Angels of Delusions had going on, where I'm like, you've got so many like frills and buttons and, little things here and there. It's like kind of a lot to take in, Which, to be fair, S-Rank Billy here also has a lot of intricate little things going on with him too. It seems like the design team as of late has just been like, alright, what if we just keep adding more and more and more to characters?
This direction.
No! Why'd it cut out already? Did she find it?
Cecilia, is that thing of yours even legit? Or is it some free promo thingy you picked up?
How would I know? It's my first time using this thing. The fact it worked at all is a miracle.
Tracker's final signal coordinates retrieved. Location near one of the Persenis companion hollows.
Then it's likely the signal dropped because she entered the hollow. No time to tell Lighter. Let's go after her.
I love Arya's skin. I like her robot form. Her normal form is not as cool to me, but it's alright. That's why the game size keeps increasing, 10 gigabytes per clothing item. Yeah, for real.
Got it. I'll go wake the Sons of Caledon. Wise, you guys go ahead. We'll catch up.
Yeah, if they keep increasing the game size, eventually I'm just gonna have to not play it. It'd be like 500 gigabytes soon. Manager needs that vengeance, so I don't care if they're a Void Hunter or whatever. You steal something, you give it back. Chase them down and demand answers fair and square. That's the Starlight Knight way. Since you've all made up your minds, this specialist can't bail out now either. But if things really go south, we're all running together. Once you're ready, let's head out. Lego. Isn't the robot form the default form? In combat, I think so, yeah. It's 101 gigabytes on Xbox. Yeah, it's a lot.
Didn't expect that naughty little snake Thyron girl to be quite so capable. Now, when did she even manage to stick this thing on me? Why do I get the feeling she wasn't taking me seriously?
Stop wasting our time.
Yeah, the weird evil D&D cube.
Phaethon and Tops's pursuit units are closing in on your position.
Yes, got it. Don't worry. I'll take care of those little nuisances. I don't mean Phaethon, of course.
Don't let your guard down.
So this is somebody who cares about the proxies.
We don't have any intel on Tops's mech, so no way to be sure if it's specifically designed to counter you.
I meant lore-wise. Yeah, lore-wise, her robot form is what she looks like. Her human form is like a... I don't remember if it's a hologram or like a fake skin thing she puts on. 2 terabytes though with my expansion card, so I guess it's fine. Yeah, it's just crazy that games are regularly getting to be this size.
Oh, are you worried about me? Or is it something else?
I mean, that was a thing they literally said with Call of Duty Warzones, where they were like, you know, we want it to be so big that you can't have anything else on your hard drive, so you'll only play Warzones. Like, that's why they had all that uncompressed audio and shit. She zips up her skin, sounds horrifying. I mean, I just watched Tusk this weekend for the first time. I don't get scared watching horror movies. I don't tend to get disturbed very easily. You know, I can watch basically anything and be totally fine and relaxed. Tusk made me genuinely very uncomfortable watching it. Like, Kevin Smith did an amazing job making a movie that even, like, people who are really good with horror movies are like, yeesh. It's fucking rough. Good movie. Crazy movie, but yeah. I have 244.7 gigabytes on Xbox with what I have downloaded. That's what you have left, or what you have downloaded?
Relax. I know what I'm doing. But before I open the treasure chest, let me waste just a tiny bit more time doing something only a bad girl would do,
Downloaded of Call of Duty. Yeah, fair enough. It's I mean, I've got my PC. It's got 2 terabytes, and I think between the 2 hard drives, I've got like 300 gigs, maybe. Wait, Tusk is actually good? I only heard people making fun of the walrus plot. I thought it was really good. Like, as far as horror movies go, it was very unique and genuinely... The characters are really well written and interesting. Like, they felt very fleshed out, which I feel like is rare for horror movies. I feel like a lot of horror movies, the characters are very flat because you don't really need to know much about them other than like, you know, this is kind of their personality and here they go. They're in a bad situation. But no, I genuinely thought it was really good. I think it's on Netflix currently. In the US. I'm not sure otherwise where you might be able to watch it, but I recommend it if you want to see something genuinely disturbing. The tone is kind of all over the place because it's like I mean, it's mostly horror, but then there's a part where it kind of shifts to comedy for a while and then goes back to horror. But, yeah, very strange, very interesting movie. I had to get a separate USB to download all my gacha games and Baldur's Gate 3 and other things in order to have a gaming experience going on my PC. So much space needed and money to get the upkeep going. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. Back in the day, it used to be cheaper, and you could get a better computer by buying the parts yourself and building it. Nowadays, I mean, pre-builts tend to be better value, honestly. And then if there's like one thing in it you don't like, you just pay to swap that out.
Like going to play a little game of hide and seek with that anti-Void Hunter mech. Right, and before that, I should return this tracker to that cute little snake first.
Have you ever played Clover Pit? I have not. What is that? You and your companions arrive at the Hollow.
Wait, why does everything in here look all faded too? Don't tell me. Don't tell me the Void Hunter's punishment has already started.
Hey, don't freak yourself out. It's just how this hollow is. I've taken part in investigations here before, and look, I'm still perfectly fine. There's no cause for alarm.
Look, I'm still perfectly fine, outside of my brain cancer. I just watched Obsession by Curry Barker in theaters over the weekend, and it was the first time I remained so shaken up for a while after the movie. It was a bit off and jittery on my drive home. Interesting. I might have to see that then. I haven't really heard anything about it, but I'm always down for a good horror movie.
Oh, thank goodness I know the most reliable proxy ever. Otherwise, my glorious career would have ended early in this black and white silent film.
That said, something feels off. Comms with Belle and Fairy cut out the moment we entered this hollow. Still, given the urgency, finding Remiel is the priority.
Alright, Promea and S-Rank Billy. Woo!
Doesn't matter if it's a trial for the Void Hunter. Starlight Knight Billy is always ready for battle.
Oh.
I don't miss. An opening. It's over. A gap. Got you. This ends here.
There's no escape for you. There's something strange up ahead. Huh? Oh, this is a little bamboo.
It only just released last Friday. It's by a YouTuber whose channel is called That's a Bad Idea. The channel does comedy skits and horror films. Interesting. I'm excited for Season 3 when Proxy Wise and Belle become playable. I personally feel like they still should never have been, like, combat characters, but I do love a good stand-like character. So if they play kind of like a JoJo character would, then I might be down. It's a game where you gamble on a slot machine and you have to earn an amount of money in 3 or less rounds or you basically die. Oh, I think I might have seen somebody play that. I haven't seen it, or I haven't played it myself, but I think I know what you're talking about.
There's also a note.
What does it say? Is it a warning? Is she turning us all into faded statues if we don't turn back?
Oh, is it trash talk? A challenge? So it's finally happening. I get to throw down with a legend face to face!
A small doodle of a puffed-up, angry face sits on the note. The handwriting is elegant and firm.
Stalking is hardly a habit I'd care to encourage. It only gets more dangerous from here. turn back while you still can. I, Remiel Dan, intend to honor the promise I made you. There's no need for you to venture any deeper.
This song kind of sounds like the Peanuts. Like, Christmas time is here. You get charms to get modifiers and boost the money you get. Sort of like Balatro. Puts up careful paw for Ringu, 1998. Yeah, Did I watch that one? I don't think I watched the original. I watched the American version, which I know everyone says is way worse than the original Japanese. So maybe I'll have to watch that one. I recently did a lemon run in Clover Pit and got to deadline number 7. I don't really know what any of that means, but it sounds good.
Oh, and this little one? I traded a story for it. Back then, I thought we were quite alike. But on second thought, this melancholy style doesn't really suit me. So, I'm leaving it in your hands.
CZZ
For me.
in the proxies low-key lost a bit of their original identity after they removed TV mode. I respect it for doing something so big to appease the player base, but they substituted the writing and vibes hole that was left from the mode's removal during the Miyabi patch way back when. Yeah, I agree. That felt like the first step towards, like, what do we do with the proxies now? But I feel like they also kind of wrote themselves into a corner with that to begin with, because, like, some of the characters they want to introduce and some of the way they wanted to do this story, like, some of these characters don't need a proxy to lead them through the hollows. So, like, you know, I feel like at some point it probably would have kind of changed anyway, but it seemed like it changed prematurely because of that. It can be kind of fun. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it could be fun.
Okay, so she returned the tracker and even gave us a gift?
Ooh.
It seems she's not that angry. Does this mean I'm safe now?
It reads like a warning and a promise. Whatever she's planning, it's likely beyond what we can handle. By her estimation, at least. The question is whether her intent is protective or a calculated misdirection.
Before you can think it through, your brain cancer starts to spread. At the sound of your companion's worried voices, you force your gaze upward. Through the haze, you see it clearly. Not far ahead, a lone figure stands in silence.
Remiel!
Remiel? Where? She's here?
There!
There? Where? I don't see anything!
I'll go on and catch up with you all ahead.
Wait, don't go. What did you mean by that?
A sharp pain stabs through your head. By the time the pain subsides and you look up again, Remiel's figure has already faded, melting into the colorless void.
Manager, you good?
Manager, you are bleeding out of your eyeballs. I'm a little concerned.
I've checked the area. Doesn't look like anyone's been around.
Sorry. I believe I just saw a vision of Remiel and reacted without thinking. She was here. I'm sure of it. I may be able to trace her path through these illusions.
Time to use my Yunquei Summit training.
Illusions. But Billy and I didn't see anything. Hey, Proxy!
At the cost of my own brainstem.
Don't worry, Cecilia. I'll manage. Right now, finding Remiel takes priority.
Don't push yourself, alright? If you start feeling sick, you have to tell us, okay?
Yeah, I will. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, whatever. Woo.
These illusions again. Over here!
What are you looking at? Super villain, man.
End it here and now.
I gotta get rid of this.
Big farewell.
She said bid farewell, but it sounded like she said big farewell.
Take this! Out of my way! Showdown time! Spider dash!
I don't miss. Anything else I should not farewell?
I'm Zenless, you know. There's something strange up ahead.
Over there. She's talking.
This is a nice place. A world of pure white. I like it. It suits me. If I die one day, I hope someone can lay me to rest here. Or at least somewhere like this.
It's wild to say if I die someday.
What are you talking about? I'm a void hunter. How would I ever get corrupted and turn into an ethereal?
The hubris is quite real. It's like Daedalus being like, "Ah, come on. What, you think I'm gonna fly too close to the sun?" Nah, me and my boy know how to fly. We got this.
Well, it's a promise then. If I really do become an ethereal someday, you'll be the one to kill me. And then bury them here as proof that I once lived.
Nah, she's immune to propaganda. Exactly. Advertising doesn't work on me. Now hand me a Coke. What's up, Bat? Welcome in. Hope you had a good weekend.
That's not what I meant. Why would you bury me here after I've turned into an ethereal? That's hideous. I don't want that.
Well, so we have to come up with two different burial plans for whether or not you were crazy. Sounds like a really sad story. Like she was leaving behind her final words or something. Which means what you saw likely wasn't the Remiel of the present, but from much earlier. So, Remiel's actual goal is the thing that's buried here? The only way to get our answers is to catch up to Remiel. If she's coming back for something, she'll have to pass through this fissure, too. Up ahead, this wild goose chase should be reaching its end soon. Remiel and that Wenjin manager's after, they're right in front of us. Let's go. Let's fucking go. Whoop.
Where am I?
Whoop.
I didn't know you were capable of this. I'll give it a
Touch
try
the
too.
strange wall.
I feel like I should be able to do this.
I feel like I should touch this strange wall for some reason.
Whoa, what is this?
This is just like where Ichigo got his Bankai in Bleach. Very near Automata coded.
What is this thing? It's even crazier than those Romule mechs.
Damn, look at its armor! And that energy output! Classic Topps work! Different sides and all, but I gotta hand it to him. I'm a little jealous. Professional-wise, you know.
Billy's gonna be like scavenging for parts afterwards and just strapping shit to himself.
Too bad for them they caught me on a perfect day. It doesn't matter how tough that mech is. I'll come out victorious.
That's an anti-Void Hunter riot suppression mech. The Decider. Terror Raptor.
That name's kinda lame. Could definitely use some work.
Billy, you just took a step back, didn't you? I saw that.
Whoever is piloting that mech, answer me. Whose orders are you following?
Lady Promia, why ask what you already know? We are simply following the will of Tops. Retrieve the mission objective!
What exactly is hidden here?
Hey, you don't seriously think I'm just gonna answer your questions, do you?
We gotta play a game, you know, the question game that you were playing with Remiel. Lighter is the enemy.
But I can tell you.
Get him!
Before I get to the real work, I'll be clearing out all of you unstable variables that might threaten Top's assets.
By the authority vested in me as a Krampus judge, I am taking control of this area. Withdraw immediately.
You're about to get menstrual Krampus.
Oh, high and mighty judge! As arrogant as ever! You really still don't get it, do you?
Withdraw. This is your final warning.
Don't you see, ma'am? It's exactly because you're here that this has to end so badly.
This is one of those things where they're like, they made anti-Void Hunter stuff for back when Void Hunters were like way weaker. It's like that thing where a demon comes to kill Buffy the Vampire, or what is it? Yeah, Buffy the Vampire Hunter. And he's like, ah ha ha, I'm a demon, what are you going to do to me? And she's like, kill you with this rocket launcher. He's just like, what the fuck is that? That didn't exist 100 years ago. Or 1,000 years ago, or whatever.
Just look at this lineup. A Krampus judge, a public security specialist, and the mayor's little favorite, Phaethon.
Freerin. I mean, kind of Freerin, but in Freerin it's still magic that they're using.
What a troublesome bunch. Letting even one of you go is a liability we can't afford. So, I'm afraid you all have to stay here forever.
This oaf thinks they can beat these guys. It's like, get a load of this guy. Damn, dog, I'm sorry you had to die.
This is the will of Krampus.
This is the will of Santa Claus.
I'm on fire! This thing's not as difficult to deal with as I thought.
Anti-Void Hunter mech. In name only.
Leave him! Raging Starlight!
Feels like Krampus is rogue against the rest of Tops. Like they have regulations or something. Yeah, that seems to be kind of what they're setting up here. I don't know. It sort of feels like Krampus is like made up of people who are already on Tops' bad side and are like working off something, their penance or whatever. But putting all those people on you know, on the same team is just going to make them rebel against you. Oh, it's going down. Oh, you know it's going down. What's up, Jeff? Welcome in. Hope you had a good weekend.
That so-called anti-Void Hunter whatever mech. With a name like that, I thought it'd be a real threat. Turns out it went down in seconds. Wait a second. Doesn't that mean we're basically on the same level as a Void Hunter? If word gets out that we took this thing down, public security's gotta give me a raise and a promotion, right?
Then I'm getting myself an
What exactly is your job, though, Cecilia?
paint job. And when we're back, I'm designing a signature combo finisher for the four of us.
Honorary citizen seems like a really terrible thing to have as your special thing. Like, honorary citizen is basically just like, hey, you're honorary allowed to live here in this country.
I'll even let you name the move this time. Generous, right? Hey, manager.
Stool pigeon.
You listening?
What's up, Broken Logic? Welcome in. Hope you had a good weekend.
Wise, where are you going? Wait, what are you?
A ringing fills your head. Your brain cancer continues to worsen.
Well, this is where we say goodbye, my old friend. And I truly hope that we never see each other again.
It's like a coffin. His eyes are looking like Hitman Reborn.
Manager!
This power.
He's in danger!
So are we! Everything around us is getting pulled in!
Is Wise inside that thing?
Subdue it to get Wise out of there.
And now I've become my ultimate form. Otherwise.
Break the outer shell without damaging the inside.
Oh, I didn't get Wise, this little boy. Whoa! Get away from me!
What? I hit the dodge, but whatever. What? When applying a different type of attribute to an enemy already afflicted with an attribute, if one of the anomaly effects is windswept. Okay. Quick, get him in Osmanthus Cake stat. God. Good way to make sure he dies.
That moves too.
For the highlight reels!
Time to clean up. I will carry out your execution.
It's showtime!
You can't escape my gaze.
The song in the background's banging.
My patience is limited. This ends here. Gap. Got you.
I'm venomous, you know.
Starlight Cyclone!
Time to clean up. Big farewell.
Big farewell to you.
Time to roar! Starlight!
Wise is still in that thing. We need to get him out.
But it's huge! Where do we even start?
How should I know? I'll take the top. You check the bottom.
Wait. It's not over yet.
No, it can't be. Is that Wise?
Manager, is that you? This doesn't look good.
Experience tells me we should retreat, observe, and come up with a plan. A My instincts tell me, if we don't defeat it right here, right now, Wise will never come back.
Huh.
Damn it! It's too powerful!
Not good. At this rate.
Wise, don't scare me! Wake up!
I guess I just have to do this for a little bit. Whoa!
Hey guys! Everything is charging at us!
Yeah.
What is this?
I know. You don't want to hurt them.
Don't worry, I'll use my special technique to purify you.
You've already tried.
Prostate check.
You did better than I ever could. Don't worry. I'll take it from here.
Is this too much for you, or is it cool? No, I think this is cool. She's an angel. I kind of figured based on the wings. Yes, DBS Gunner, it is I. It is me. It Ben. Time for some hard labor. Not too fantasy. Nah, I mean this is kind of similar to how the rest of the stuff was with the cult.
Me.
Jesus. Why is this like Ramya? Whoa! Woo! All right. Yeah, I'm back. I'm feeling great now. I'm all good.
Don't speak. You need to stabilize the ether running through you.
Mm-hmm.
I know what you want to ask, but first, I think I owe you a proper apology.
I know what you want to ask, and yes, G-cups.
I'm sorry. I should have come here sooner, warned you to leave sooner, and erased my trail sooner.
Yeah, I mean, you could have just, like, answered my questions or talked to me or done literally anything to, like, avoid this instead of just running away.
I'm always like this. Only realizing things when it's already too late. Thinking, if only I'd acted sooner.
Bitch, you're 100 years old. Get it together.
Though I didn't expect that you'd make it all the way here on your own, without relying on the key.
You like a woman that plays hard to get? No, I fucking hate women who do that. Be an adult, communicate your feelings. If you can't do that, then you are at the absolute bare minimum of, like, how you should be able to communicate with a person.
This is my fault. So, I'm sorry. I have to apologize to you once more. And now, I suppose it's time to answer what's been on your mind. What is hidden here was once my Void Hunter's weapon, Thamiel. Those golden eyes of yours, Those nightmares you can't shake. I know why they exist and where they come from.
They come from London. That's why we have to go there for the next patch.
Helios. We both know this name pretty well. And yet, it holds completely different meanings for us. It was once the cause tied to me. And now, it's the effect tied to you. Your condition. It stems
It's from the reverse of the
opposing
Sephiroth,
forces
the
inside you,
Qliphoth.
and
Yeah.
the balance between them has already broken.
It's Nikki Rem. Also, try not to be like Carmen Sandiego Rem.
Your contact with Thamiel has only accelerated your fall into the abyss you were already sliding toward.
Well, then can you give me the goddamn Wenjin?
But this isn't incurable. You know that. I do too.
She goes on this big, long speech. And then at the end, Wise is like, sorry, were you talking to me? I was kind of distracted. I missed that. Could you say that again?
It's just... I'm sorry. With what I can do, I can only help you ease it temporarily. If you want to cure these symptoms once and for all... No. If you want to uproot the chronic blight from Helios, go to Rose Califer. There, you'll find the doctor best suited for both of us.
His name is David Tennant.
But before
He's the
that,
10th Doctor.
what you need most is rest. Don't make your friends worry. Get a good night's sleep before everything becomes too late.
The massive wings fold in instantly, and it feels like warm fingers gently brushing across your forehead. That's meant to be comforting, I guess? Instead of just being like, bleh. Your consciousness drifts through a long stretch of haze. And then you wake up.
I'm home.
Forehead. Right.
You're awake? Don't get up yet. Just lie back down. You need to rest now.
Right.
Gentle
Billy.
fingers stroking across your
and Promia.
foreskin.
How are they?
Relax. They're fine. They're tougher than they look. Billy and Cecilia were here the whole time, actually. But they were getting kinda loud, and I didn't want them to wake you up. So I sent them downstairs. As for Promia, I think she got an urgent mission or something. She left after making sure your condition was stable. Oh, and she left you a note, but Cecilia took it, saying something about logging it as evidence.
Sorry for making you worry again.
Hey, it's okay. It's over now.
Is it though?
Really over? Back in the hollow, I don't even know why, but I just had to touch it. That Void Hunter's weapon. And the moment I touched it, I think I blacked out, but
Kinda.
I could feel it. Like I was back in that same state as before. Teacher, that incident I caused, it never really ended, did it?
Okay, stop. Don't overthink it. It's all over now. Right. Are you hungry? I can grab you something. You kept mumbling Rose Califer or something in your sleep. Sounds like a snack brand?
What the hell kind of snack brand does that sound like?
Rose Califer. It sounds more like a place.
It's just the beginning. I mean, yeah, it really is. It's the beginning of the next part. What's up, Reagan? How's it going?
Before I lost consciousness,
Hope you had a good
I think
weekend.
I saw Remiel. She mentioned this place and said, there's someone there who could fix my eyes.
There's an optometrist who specializes in glaucoma.
And she mentioned Helios Academy as well. My head. I can't remember the details.
Hey, it's fine. Don't push yourself too hard. Just rest. If you can't remember, you can't remember.
Still
It's not a big
waiting for
deal.
the Steam release of ZZZ. Yeah, I don't know. Because, I mean, on the one hand, I use Steam for everything, so that would be cool. But on the other hand, does it just open the, like, MiHoYo game thing anyway? Because if that's the case, I'll probably just keep it as it is.
Oh, speaking of Remiel, Billy and the others brought back the competition prize. The Porceloid W engine. It's on
Yo,
the
we
table
got
over
the
there.
anti-cancer thing now?
She kept her word. What she said back in Blazewood. Was the W engine the key to unlocking that strange last seal? But for some reason, even without it, I managed to do the same thing. And Remiel's goal, it was probably to retrieve her Void Hunter weapon from the start. But then, who put it there to begin with? My head is hurting again.
Thinking hard.
Wise? You're overthinking again, aren't you? Come on, you should focus on resting. Getting yourself back on your feet is the most important thing right now.
I want to go downstairs for a bit. Staying in bed isn't helping, and I should check in with Billy and Cecilia and let them see that I'm all right.
All right, but you have to take it slow. No running, no jumping. I'll heat up some milk and get you something to eat. You must be starving.
Heat up some milk?
Better check on Billy and Cecilia
What the
first.
fuck?
They must have been worried sick.
Yo, here it is, the anti-cancer thing. Yeah, it's a good one. Alright, where are you guys?
Wise, you're awake! Oh, how do you feel? Anything hurt? Dizzy? Want some water? Or chips?
Manager! Finally! My log shows you were unconscious for 5 hours, 14 minutes, and 33 seconds. This was easily the longest wait of my year.
I mean, if he was genuinely unconscious for that long, that's like brain damage. But if he was just asleep, then that's fine.
There's no need to worry. I'm fine, really. Thank you for bringing me back. But I really owe you an apology. I must have really scared you back there. You didn't get hurt, did you?
I always find this shit weird. Where, like, you see it a lot in Asian media, where somebody will be, like, the victim of something. They've been injured horribly, and they're like, I owe you an apology. I'm sorry for making you scared for me. And it's like, bro, that's such a weird thing to do. Like, in real life, I'd be like, yeah, that fucking sucked. I almost died. And my friends would be like, yeah, that was crazy. They wouldn't be like, I'm mad at you because you scared me.
Hurt? What are you talking about, manager? This new look? Field tested, baby. That little ether energy blast didn't even leave a scratch.
Yeah, you seriously underestimate our battle-hardened survival skills. We handled it. Easy. But you? You're our precious proxy and lifetime meal ticket. If you go down, who's gonna take us out for good food?
She keeps
This is all Top's fault.
mentioning that. I'm
Remy
starting to
out.
feel like it's not a joke.
Billy, if you needed any maintenance on your new form, I can foot the bill. I don't want to make things difficult between you and Nicole.
That's not a problem at all. Nicole, well, she just hasn't replied to me in a while.
Literally Googled this game, downloaded this game, only to find out Snake Girl's not available today. Yeah, you just missed her. She was in the last patch. That is a bummer. But, you know, they'll bring her back soon, I'm sure. Eventually. What's up, Jarvis? welcome in. Hopefully you had a good weekend outside of that.
I see. So either she's taken on another shady high-paying job, or she's gone underground after causing trouble.
Well, technically speaking, Nicole, Anby, and Nekomata have all gone off the grid.
Wait, so the
Last
entire
she said
cunning
we'd
hares are
lose
just
this.
gone, except for Billy? That's fucked up. We'll save all the points for also weekend was good. Good. New Billy's form. Do you call it Silly or Starlight Billy? I do kind of a combination. I just call him S Billy.
Whoa,
What the fuck?
This photo's awful. Can't tell a thing from it.
She getting chased by a bunch of knights? Bang boo. Also, Cecilia, what the hell are you talking about? You can see everything very clearly except for, like, just the guy on the left and whoever that is on the right.
Judging by this, she appears to be...
But who took this picture?
Fleeing?
Now, based on my extensive survival experience as a proud member of the Cunning Hares, no doubt about it, that's a high-level escape maneuver. Look at that motion blur. Pure split-second genius. But don't worry, Nicole's got a talent for scamming and... I mean, quick thinking and...
it's not wrong.
tight spots. She'll be fine.
Billy's like, oh, Nicole, she's the best scammer. Obviously. It's like, I mean, yeah, she is, though.
They're the kind who can claw their way out of a whole mob of debt collectors empty.
It's like a clear shot, but put with a blur filter. I mean, I'm sure that's exactly what it was. Probably drew that, and then we're just like, yeah, you know, just throw a blur on it, call it a good day.
So, manager, until boss makes her glorious return, I'm rolling with you. I can keep you safe in the meantime. No shady people or weird stuff getting anywhere near you again.
Oh, by the way, everybody, in case you didn't see the post in the Discord.
Marty, I'm bored. I'm gonna kill you. Marty.
I forgot I'd changed that. Thank you, Reagan, for the follow. Very much appreciate it. But anyway, if you're not in the Discord or you didn't see it, I am going to be doing Bad Takes Court on Radical Mari's channel, and if you want to submit your own hot takes that we will discuss during the show, there's the link for it. All right.
Me too! That demon lord heard what
Such a
happened
good
and gave
one.
me another month of paid leave, telling me to closely assist you with everything.
Marty, I'm bored. I'm gonna kill you. Rah.
So wherever you go, I go. Just cover food and lodging. Yeah.
Food and lodging.
Why do I feel like our living costs and accidental damage insurance
Bro, I
are gonna
mean,
skyrocket? Oh right.
so Cecilia's just moving in here straight up? What a leech.
Oh, yeah. Here. This is all she left.
I mean, I know she's a snake Thyran, but she's feeling like a leech Thyran to me. You unfold the note. The handwriting is sharp and concise, just 2 short lines.
Don't trust Tops, including Krampus and me.
Alright. I already didn't.
That's all? Well, that's very much in character for her.
Alright, crisis averted for now. Anyway, it's high time you refueled, manager. I recommend my personally crafted injury recovery set meal.
This is why you should be hyped for Rose Califer. Why in particular? Also, I hope she doesn't have worms because she always wants food for some reason. I think it's just because she's a snake, and some snakes, like pythons, will swallow food that's like way too big for them, so they can like feed off it for weeks. We got Billy and Sissy. She's our pet snake. Are they coming with us to Rose Califer, I guess?
You recommend is gonna be something weird. Why is this not made
I mean, that's cool. It's a little weird, but...
something warm, like egg rice noodle rolls, plus fried chicken and egg pudding.
Typical public security methods. Way too basic. You'll only get real efficiency by listening to a pro like me, living life in the crossfire every day. I'll go prep it right now.
The point is healing the soul, okay? The soul. Hey, don't block me. If I'm late, they'll sell out of the rice noodle rolls.
I mean, Severian's a character later on, so it makes sense at least for Cecilia. I just feel like it's a little weird because usually characters who are introduced in a patch don't just like stick around for the next 2 to 3 patches. Before long, the two of them shove their way out of the door, bickering all the way. Once it's quiet again, Remiel's words resurface unbidden in your mind.
This feels strangely familiar.
Well, 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 if it isn't the Russians.
I told you we're on official business this time. Why you gotta keep stopping us? Your course should be able to identify this authorization code. Here, let me see.
I mean, they're Brits, but sure. I mean, Norma's hat is mad Russian. Like, if they were going for, like, one of those British, like, you know, not a Mountie, the, like, Royal Police or whatever, the Royal Guards, they should have gone for a thinner one, you know? Honestly, Ben, it's always funny to see you being you, man, funny and careful. I do my best to stay authentic, because I'm not making enough money to be a fake bitch. You know? Maybe one day if I'm getting paid tens of thousands of dollars to like be in a thing and they're like, "Hey, don't say anything bad about it," then maybe I'll be like, "No, everything's great." But, you know, as of right now, I get paid for my sessions, and that's it, so... give my real opinions and such.
Norma, patience. We must allow this sweet little Bang-Boo to give word of our arrival first.
Belobogs are the Russians. I mean, kinda. They're named like Russians, but they don't really have any actual, you know, any real appearance connections to Russians. I mean, other than, like, Russians are associated with bears. But, like, Grace, Anton, and Kaleda, none of them really look Russian at all, or have anything that suggests it. They're more like an American construction outfit, honestly.
You two didn't come all this way just to harass my Bang-Boo, did you? So, what do you need this time?
Oh, good to see you're all right. Anyone else inside who shouldn't be here? Yeah, whatever, doesn't matter. You'll need official clearance to get in anyway. Belly, come on, show him!
Whoa, 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 whoa. You can't just say show 'em in the middle of my shop like that.
Manager Wise, please excuse Norma. It's rather important, so she's quite anxious to get things done.
So Russians can't just be people? I mean, not really. I don't know, it just seems like in a game like this where they're like, you know, they design things so intricately to suggest certain things. It just feels strange, you know. But maybe they're trying to avoid the controversy they've had with Genshin, with all their, you know, cultural appropriation stuff, where maybe they're like, all right, let's not design people to look super stereotypical.
This is a special assistance request jointly issued by Mayor Mayflower's office and Marcel Group.
Norma's rushing to get things done.
Regarding your recent experiences in
comrade.
the Hollow and symptoms, we've concluded that you require immediate comprehensive examination and treatment.
Yeah, no shit.
Therefore, on behalf of the Rose Califer External Strategy Department, Norma and I formally invite you and your sister to temporarily reside in New Eridu's classified airspace zone, Rose Califer.
Well, that's very convenient. How lucky.
Go to Rose Califer for treatment?
That's right. The name may sound unfamiliar to you now. We were only authorized to introduce ourselves in this capacity after receiving approval from both the Special Zone and City Administration. Norma and I belong to the same department, the Rose Califer External Strategy Department, responsible for all external-facing affairs.
Which means your healthcare, I guess. Wise just has that luck. He does appear to have that.
We typically operate under the name of the Marcel Group, acting as the bridge between the Special Zone and the rest of New Eridu.
I thought they were Krampus, but they weren't. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. Krampus would be a shit ton of people at that point.
As for further details, I'm afraid I can't disclose more until the time is right. All your questions should be answered once you arrive.
Then it's settled. We've already obtained your abnormal physiological data through, well, legal monitoring methods. Ordinary hospitals in New Eridu won't be able to handle a case like this.
I don't know about that legal methods you're talking about.
So, we'll prepare the necessary procedures as soon as possible. You should start getting ready on your end.
Why'd they make PubSec 2 factions? Yeah, I mean, that's how it is for real life stuff, though, right? Like, the Army and the Air Force are different. The cops and the SWAT team are different. You know? And even within the cops, like, for detectives, there's, like, the, homicide detectives versus Vice versus, you know, Auto.
Getting treated in Rose Califer. That's exactly what Remiel said. Interesting.
Wait, you said...
Wait,
Remiel.
whoa.
Did she say
You said
anything
Remiel?
else?
You know her? Can you hook me up?
She's always been enigmatic. And after everything that happened in the Hollow, my memory's kind of hazy. I just remember her telling me to go to Rose Califer.
Is that so?
A perfectly rational, well-intentioned proposal. And that troublesome fugitive beat us to it!
Yeah, Severian seems more detective-y. Yeah, maybe. We don't really know too much about him yet,
Wait,
right?
Fugitive? What did she do?
I suppose we
Or
have a
then he's Seth's
responsibility
older
to
brother.
clarify the danger she poses, Manager. Remiel Dan is currently listed as an S-Class fugitive by the Rose Califer Airspace Patrol, wanted for the attempted assassination of Rose Califer's High Consul, Lady Sunbringer.
Wanted for piracy. She stole 4 episodes of Dr. House, MD, and now we have to execute her.
She tried to assassinate Lady Sunbringer? The first generation Void Hunter Lady Sunbringer, she's still...
Hey, your face is practically screaming. How is someone famous from 100 years ago still alive? Not exactly polite, I'd say. Relax. Lady Sunbringer is alive and well.
Not polite. The hell do you mean?
Make that mostly well.
Norma?
Anyway, a lot of complicated things happened, and that dangerous individual almost got her way. Just stay away from her, got it? Otherwise, who knows what kind of trouble you'll get dragged into next.
I'm gonna call it now. I think probably what happened is, you know, Lady Sunbringer was going to turn, or, you know, whatever. She had some reason where she was like, oh, I need you to kill me before something happens. And, probably Remio was like, no, I can't. That's horrible. But in the end, she was like, fine, I'll do it because I'm your best friend and I love you. And then it was like a misunderstanding where they're like, she tried to kill her. And it's like, well, that's what she wanted. So that's what I'm calling now, with no prior message or knowledge from me. So they're secretly gay. I mean, I think they just might be, best friends or whatever, but I think they were probably void hunters together, went through a lot of shit, and then when she was about to, like, lose her mind or whatever, she was like, Remiel, you have to kill me. And Remiel was like, okay, and then the cops found out, and now they're mad.
Manager, Remiel
so it'll
is directly
probably be
connected to
resolved
an
with that,
experience in
where
Hollow. No matter what she told
in
you,
the patch,
please remain
they'll
cautious
probably
around her.
they'll probably be like about ready to hunt down and execute Remiel, and then Sunbringer will like pop out of the coma or whatever she's in and be like, stop, I told her to do it, and then everyone will be fine and happy again. That's my call. I'm calling it now. You all have to remember it, so if it happens, you can tell me that I was right. Roommates even. Yeah. What a mad, far-fetched idea. I know. I don't know where I come up with these things. Question is if Sunbringer gave the order. That's what I think happened, but maybe I'm wrong.
And if she contacts you again, we ask that you please inform us. Your condition is already
I mean, it would be so
unstable,
predictable.
and now you're entangled
It would
in
be,
something far beyond
but that's
what
why I'm
any
predicting it.
individual can handle.
I think they were both fighting over the last bra in the rack. Yeah, and Remiel lost, and that's why she's using a belt to strap her titties together.
Please, trust us. Trust Lady Sunbringer.
Bitch, I don't know
Rose
you.
Califer is here
I don't
to
know
help
Lady
you,
Sunbringer.
and we need your cooperation for your safety and to uncover some very important truths.
Like, she's like, trust Lady Sunbringer. I'm like, dog, you just said she's like 100 years old. I don't fucking know.
The clearance process will take a bit longer, around a week. Given the urgency, we'll try to expedite it on our end.
All right then. Phaethon, travel light. Don't bring a bunch of useless stuff. You won't need it in Rose Califer. See you.
Can't wait to see the British costumes we get for Wise and Belle. Honestly, if they give Wise a really nice, like, Kingsman-style suit, that'd be sick. I'd be down for that. You sure we're not, like, on Saturn? I mean, maybe we could be.
So much information. My brain's about to short circuit.
Is this...
I should go talk to Belle.
It's up top. Gotta go talk to Belle, who's in my room staring at the wall for some reason. We have communism. That's like what the Russians said when they were launching their rocket. Instead of in America, we were like, we have liftoff. They're like, we have communism. They really could have made these guys more of a duo. Yeah, I feel like we'll get more of that next time.
Rose Califer, first generation Void Hunters, an attempted assassination, becoming a wanted fugitive. Everything Valina just told us. It's like someone slammed the most dramatic chapter of a mystery novel right in our faces.
It's almost like somebody's writing this story out.
Especially the whole attempted assassination of Lady Sunbringer part. Ugh, I never thought I'd be sitting here speculating about the ancient grudges between two first-gen Void Hunters.
The setup is nice. It's like it's British bringing heroic Sherlock Holmes. I want there to be in Rose Califer a detective character who's supposed to be like Sherlock Holmes, but he's like super shit. Like he's always trying to do the thing Sherlock Holmes does where he's like, Ah, yes. Well, I see you have a specific type of sand that's only found in this one desert in Africa. That means you must have just been on the plane from there. You know, that kind of thing. Except he's, like, just always making really shit assumptions. Where he's like, yes, you have sand on your shoes. That means you must have been in Arabia. And he's like, dude, you saw me coming from the beach. I'm wearing sandals. What the fuck are you talking about? They did that in Great Ace Attorney, and he's the best character, Herlock Sholmes. You have to correct him constantly. That is fun. I might have to look into that.
We've met Remiel, and she's always impossible to read. So what's Lady Sunbringer like?
Based on everything we know so far, she's probably this dignified, fair, kind, almost saint-like leader.
Sandals. From the Latin for sand of walking.
A classified airspace zone under her leadership. I'll admit, I'm looking forward to seeing what that's like.
But seriously, she and Remiel, both legendary first-gen Void Hunters, former partners, and now they're at the point of trying to kill each other? What the heck happened?
Error. Insufficient data access permissions. Unable to retrieve detailed records for target location, Rose Califer.
The only Ace Attorney game not for kidsified? What do you mean? I mean, I only played, like, some of the first one with Mad Hatter. But I thought it was pretty good.
So, this classified airspace zone. What, is it literally floating above everyone's heads in New Eridu? Never mind. It doesn't matter. Remiel, or Valina, who represents Rose Califer. Honestly, I don't think we can fully trust either of them.
Yeah. No shit. They're both trying to use me for different shit. Main character's name is Ryunosuke because he has to be differentiated from the British characters.
Yeah. It seems like Valina's offering a solution. But there's something about it that feels like we're being forced into a corner to take their offer.
And Remiel, even if she's a wanted fugitive now, from everything you've told me, she's definitely not some psycho trying to kill her old partner.
I mean, how would you know that, though?
Plus, she brought up Helios Academy.
There may be something deeper at play, but that could also be an opportunity for us. And honestly, Valina wasn't wrong about one thing. My condition. It's spiraling.
Wise has, like, consumption.
If Remiel hadn't stepped in this time...
I have the vapors.
I don't even want to think about what would have happened.
So, that leaves us with one logical choice.
Rose Califer. It's not just our only option for getting my condition treated. It's also the center of the storm, where we can start getting answers. There are way too many people, in the open and in the shadows, trying to guide us right now. But what we do, and what we discover, that's still up to us.
So, for those of you who play Hoyo's other games, does EZZ feel at least more like they might be able to draw the story to a logical conclusion, you know, 4 or 5 years from now, whenever they decide to? Because, from what I understand, people are like, Genshin should have ended, but they're just going to keep going forever. I don't really know about Star Rail, how people feel about that. But this seems like they're keeping the core mystery of the game and working towards the end of it.
Come to think of it, maybe this is exactly what Teacher would have wanted. She always said, you have to go beyond what you can see to reach the truth.
I think they can, most likely. Genshin should end 2 years from now, but they won't. HSR is the most open-ended. I see.
Yeah, and we're not doing this alone. We have Fairy, Eos, Billy, and Cecilia. Honestly, Eos will probably be thrilled about this trip.
How how does Wise think Billy, Cecilia, and Eos are gonna get there? Because it seemed like they were really just inviting me and Belle. You know, like how's that gonna work?
For Bang Boo, getting to meet their inventor is basically like a movie character meeting their long-lost mom, or the writer of their story. It's fascinating.
Yes, I reckon MiHoYo can work out something fairly coherent. Nice. Well, Cecilia has legal jurisdiction. I mean, would she though? 'Cause she's a cop. This is the classified special air force area or whatever. It's the airspace. I would think that means Cecilia has no legal jurisdiction there, because even if she was part of the same force, she's like a different branch or like a lower level, you know? Like in my mind, she's like local police, and this is more like FBI, you know? Pretty sure Rose Califer isn't part of New Eridu. Yeah, it seems like it's a separate thing.
When you think about it, there's plenty to look forward to. Let's wait for Billy and Cecilia to get back, and then fill them in.
Nicole drops one end of a very long rope. Just like Goku trying to climb the tower. In the distance, you can just make out the faint silhouette of a mysterious floating island high above the clouds.
Good work. It's kind of rare to see you like this.
It's nothing. I'll clean it up before I report in.
No, I didn't mean that. So, how'd it feel, traveling with Phaethon?
You, or rather, boss, already saw this coming, didn't you?
Zhao feels like she's relapsed. Yeah, I mean, the thing is with all the Krampus characters, except for maybe Banyue, it feels very much like they're like, by the way, we're evil. We're working with you for this, but like we're not good, you know. What's up, lazy kitten? Welcome in. It's going well. We're almost at the end here. How are you doing? Have a good weekend? I tape a piece of buttered toast to Nekomata's back and she can fly. Yeah. Tape a piece of buttered bread on the back and then just like tie a string around her leg and they're like woo! Like those fireworks you can get where you light them and they spin up into the sky. Banyue has a heart of gold and I don't know why he's with them. It seemed like he's forced to. Krampus feels like all of their characters are forced to be there. And I don't really know. It feels weird that we didn't get any answers about them yet. Because they were so heavy in this patch, or in this season. What's up, Freg? No worries. I'm glad you popped in at all. Hope you're doing good. Hope you had a good weekend. I'm good, farming polychrome right now. Nice.
Boss saw a connection between
Krampus definitely the faction with the most baggage. I agree.
So, I was told to pass along the order for you to team up. As for what happens next, well, it's like a die that's already been thrown. Until it lands, no one knows what number's gonna face up.
That's it.
Okay. Do you have to be that blunt, Promia? It's such an uncute habit. No wonder Dylan keeps trying to avoid you. Let me think how to put this. I just think being around Phaethon might actually be good for you.
Good for me.
You've seen it yourself. They're different. They risk themselves for people who don't matter to them. They believe in promises that shouldn't even be possible. They spread this kind of uncalculated sincerity.
Almost as if they're some sort of hero in a story.
I think getting a little of that foolishness on you wouldn't be such a bad thing.
Not gonna lie, it kind of ticked me off how the banner characters were treated this patch. It is a little weird. I kind of expected there to be more of a build-up for, you know, why Billy had a new form or whatever, but then, like, he literally was just like, hey, check it out, I got a new form. I just bought them. I bought the upgrades. And I was like, oh, okay. And yeah, just no real information on Promea other than she's a Krampus judge.
Sometimes investing in an unexpected partnership brings return far beyond what you planned.
I don't mind the patch though.
I've seen it happen.
It's I like that the dialogue is flowing, it's snappier, you know.
For me, this is also a long-term investment in your future value as a partner.
Isn't that as it was in 1.0? Yeah. I mean,
from a very savvy
I think that's always been Zenless's biggest, like, double-edged sword, is they introduce characters, you get a good sense of their personality, but then they either write way too much for them or they don't write enough for them. Like, how is it possible that we know, like, almost nothing about Ben and Anton's pasts? We really don't know that much about Grace or Kaleda even, outside of, like, what happened to her dad. But then, you know, Ye Shengguang, we got like a whole 3-novel collection of info about her.
And besides, the fact that you're standing here patiently waiting for an answer that has nothing to do with efficiency kinda proves my point, doesn't it?
Like, Promea was obviously in the story, but also felt weirdly shafted. It kind of feels like this was a setup patch for Promea, but then they put her on the banner, like, earlier than she should have been. You know?
Marty, I'm bored. I'm gonna...
I'm glad we got to see both of them today. Ah, damn. It cut off too early. He was supposed to... Oh, well. I'll have to fix it. Yo, Fem, thank you for the raid. Very much appreciate it. Let me get you a shout out if I still remember how to do it. Yeah. Voices of the Void. Unfamiliar. What is that game? Or wait, you were playing that once when you came in, right? I think you told me about it. Like, I could just tell Promea had a whole character arc planned for her that was cut out just going off the promo alone. Yeah. The Ye Shengguang plot was weird. It was very weird. It was just overwritten and very... Like, why were we going on dates with her, you know? Hey, what up? It's basically a chill signal simulator. That's right. Yeah, you did tell me about it that one time. I remember now. Well, did you have a good stream?
Alright, take it easy for now, before the boss calls you in. If I'm right, she's about to hand down some important new orders. Something tells me none of us will be bored for a long time.
Something tells me we're about to be the Zenless Zone Zero. Yo, shower scene? Ooh, fan service. Why does Wait, what? Why is this the way they decided to block this? Like, she just has a fern in the corner of her shower? You could use, like, a shampoo bottle or something. Why is it just, like, somebody in a bush? Finally, shower scene. That's right, that's what we've all been waiting for. The this whole time. What's up, Ricky? Welcome in. Hope you have had a good weekend.
Come in. Premia, reporting in.
I mean, we already got Pulchra getting a massage. Yeah, there was that. There was when Jane Doe seduced that lady. Okay, so picked up season 2 again. Not gonna lie, I'm just as confused as I was before when I took a break. Honestly, if I were you, I would just skip until you get to like 2.6. Once you get past Ye Xingguang's stuff, that's when you can come back to the story. It drags so hard in season 2.
I've already read your report. I failed to keep the situation contained within TOPS, which led to developments beyond our expectations.
So are her hands handcuffed or not? Because earlier when she got her shit rocked, her hands were separated, which seems to suggest that this is on purpose. They are? Well, so then were the cuffs broken earlier, or like what?
Sometimes a few unexpected variables aren't necessarily a bad thing. As for that anomaly, Phaethon, he's already brushed against the edge of the truth. How much do you think he knows?
Don't forget about Zhao luring in that cyber criminal, then murdering him in the doorway.
Perhaps. Still nothing at all.
Tale as old as time.
I thought you'd say you hadn't given it any thought, just like usual. Raise your head, Premia. Your eyes seem different somehow.
Yixuan also had the same writing problem as Premia in 2.1. Yeah, I mean, I feel like Yixuan had like a weird thing going on where it was like they didn't really write very much about her, but then also she was like the problem solver for everything.
Go tell Phoenix. It's time to move.
Destination.
Celestial Nexus. Rose Califer.
Alright, so that's why she'll be back next time. That's why we'll get more info about her next time, I'm sure.
Its prosperity springs from an endless stream of data. Originating from a place far removed from the noise of the city. The Celestial Nexus. Rose Califer.
Go. Inform all department heads of the decision.
3, 2, 1! Weird. The parameters are correct. Why is the output...
It's good that you stay focused on your work.
What?
But perhaps it's time I take a closer look
Jesus,
at your
lady.
research budget.
How's your back not constantly in pain?
The wind's picking up. The storm is coming.
Huh? What agreement? You need my signature too? Since when did Flint Workshop's opinion matter this much?
Miss, please, don't make trouble for Dada Boo.
Okay, I'll sign it.
It's like Corin's sister.
Yes, sir.
Full of openness. No elegance.
Uma Musume.
You alright?
Lady Secret? What I mean is, your tactics are sound, but your execution still needs work. Your...
And yet, prosperity is nothing more than a fleeting illusion. The source of that endless stream is neither human ingenuity nor a gift from the heavens above. It is a chasm of suffering. Is this really the outcome you wanted? Those who gaze into the abyss will find the abyss gazing back. Those who abandon their past cannot escape being hunted by it.
Rose Califer.
That towering ideal now stands on the brink of collapse. The old vows may no longer remain.
This is the season 3 premiere.
All I want
Yeah.
is an answer. One that only you can give me. Sunbringer.
Caesar's older sister. They did that specifically for you? Yeah, I mean, pretty much. I am like the only person who plays this game who doesn't watch any of the outside material. Alright. We did it. We did it, everybody. Patch complete. I need Aiden Dawn to be in ZZZ. I'm sure it won't be too long. They need so many people all the time. Such is gotcha. But, yeah. Alright. Well. So do you understand why people were angry, or is it dumb? I don't see why people would be angry. That seemed pretty solid to me. I feel like the British city aesthetic is really cool. You know, like that didn't look like fantasy to me at all. That just looked like a different urban environment, which is why I think it's pretty cool. Just by the characters we've seen other than Seth's brother, I'm going to likely just save for getting everyone in Season 1. Good luck. They thought the designs were Genshinified. I didn't really see too much in there that reminded me of Genshin, honestly. Also no Thyrans. Wasn't that one lady a horse Thyran? Also, it's impossible to tell sometimes, because it's like, sometimes a Thyran is just somebody with, like, a weird haircut, you know? No full furry Thyran. I see. No full Thyrans. I get it. Alright. That makes sense. Yeah, no, I think it'll be cool. I hope they can keep up the strength of the writing like this for a while. Because this patch I thought was really good. I didn't have any problems with that at all. Okay. So, to recap for everybody, play some music. Wednesday, I will be starting the stream an hour later. Because we will be over on Radical Mari's Hot Takes Court. I will be debating Marshmallow Bears on whatever hot takes we receive from all of you guys, plus their communities. I believe, subtitle for it is Bear versus Beowa. So, you know, it should be a good time. And then I'm not streaming Friday because I have to wake up early on Saturday. But in exchange, Thursday at the normal time at 7 o'clock, we will be doing a peak stream with Kelsey Jaffer, the voice of Jane Doe, and Nicholas Andrew Louis, the voice of Ye Shuen, and that Kenny Guy VO, who is a voice actor in other stuff. So we've got a fun week coming, and I hope you all can make it for those things. Hope you all enjoy it. But I think this is pretty much going to do it for tonight, because we don't really have enough time for me to switch to anything else. But there's also not really that much going on in this game. So let's find someone to raid. Teenage Wasteland. Teenage Wasteland. Damn, everybody who's playing this is, speaking Spanish on their stream. Here's someone we can raid. Orion VTuber. Damn, they're a few patches behind. Cool. Alright. But yeah, thank you all so much for being here. Very much appreciated. As I said, we'll be back Wednesday, an hour later than normal. And I hope you all have a good Tuesday. See you then. Thanks for being here. Thanks for stopping by, everybody, and bye-bye.